In this video, let's talk about COVID-19 disease, its causative agent, structure of the virus, modes of transmission, and the pathogenesis of the disease. Let's get started. What is COVID-19? COVID-19 is a disease caused by a novel virus named SARS-CoV-2, which is a member of coronavirus family. The virus got its name because it causes severe acute respiratory syndrome, which is similar to the one caused infection in 2003. Now, let's have a look at general characteristics of coronavirus. Coronaviruses are a family of viruses that are zoonotic in nature, which means they are transmitted between animals and humans. They generally cause respiratory tract and gastrointestinal tract infections, ranging from a simple common cold to severe pneumonia. These viruses are named as coronavirus as the structure of their spike proteins on the envelope resembles a crown. In Latin, corona means crown. Now let's have a look at their structure. This is the structure of SARS-CoV-2 virus. The genetic material of this virus is a single-stranded positive sense RNA, which is protected by a nucleoprotein. This nucleoprotein helps the virus to camouflage its RNA into host immune system. This genetic material is surrounded by an envelope. This envelope helps to assemble the new virus once the replication is over. On the surface of the envelope are the spike proteins. They allow the virus to penetrate into the host cell. Now, how this virus is spread from a person to person? It is transmitted through direct contact, indirect contact, droplets, or through aerosol. It is also transmitted by fecal oral mode of transmission. If a person is showing no symptoms of COVID-19 disease but infected with that, they are also capable of spreading the virus. Then it is also spread between the family members. And also, if a mother is infected with this virus, then she is more likely to spread this to her baby. Once spread from a person to person, how will the virus infect the host and cause disease? Once the virus enters the host, it mainly targets the respiratory system, the alveoli. And then they get into the alveolar cells. These alveolar cells are responsible for the gas exchange, which is nothing but the inhalation of oxygen and exhalation of carbon dioxide. Now, the spike proteins on the surface of the virus will attach themselves to the AC2 receptors on the surface of the alveolar cells to facilitate its entry into the host cell. The virus generally enters through a process called endocytosis, which is nothing but the viral envelope directly fuses with the host cell membrane. Once entered into the cytoplasm, it is now capable of producing viral proteins by attaching its RNA with the host ribosome, which is done by the process called translation. At the same time, this viral RNA is also producing RNA polymerase enzyme. This RNA polymerase enzyme will synthesize many copies of RNA. Now, both the viral protein and RNA assemble in the Golgi bodies to become a new virus. Now, After they are assembled into a new virus, they exit the cell and start infecting the surrounding healthy cells. As the virus damages the alveolar cells, it releases cytokines and certain inflammatory products, which will then activate the alveolar macrophages. These macrophages release specific cytokines such as interleukin 1, interleukin 6, etc. As the result of immune response, the capillary permeability increases. The consequences of this immune response is the fluid accumulation in the alveoli, which will cause a damage to the alveolar cells. As the alveolar cells get damaged, it eventually decreases the gas exchange, which is the main function of these cells. This results in a condition called hypoxemia, which is nothing but the oxygen concentration in the blood decreases. Now, the inflammatory cytokines now attracts the neutrophils. They start killing the virus or virus infected cells. At the same time, they also damage surrounding normal cells, leading to difficulty in gas exchange and further damage. The resulting cellular debris get into the center of the alveoli, causing severe hypoxemia, resulting in a symptom that is irritation and cough. Now the interleukins travel to the hypothalamus and stimulate it to release prostaglandin, results in the increased body temperature, that is nothing but the fever. The hypoxemia condition results in increased heart rate as the heart starts pumping more blood to meet out the oxygen demand, and also it increases the respiratory rate as our body try to inhale more oxygen and exhale more carbon dioxide. As this immune response results in severe inflammatory reactions, the fluid get into the capillaries and to the blood vessels, resulting in the damage of whole body organs, that is multiple organ failure. This is how the COVID-19 disease damages the body parts and causing even death. Thank you.